Are you looking for those must-have accessories for your RV? Well, I'm going to share with you 10 of them in this episode of Travels with Delaney. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick, and if you're like me and you own an RV, you're always looking for that next great accessory. Or maybe you're just friends with somebody who owns an RV and you've been looking for a gift for them. So I thought what we'd do in this video is share with you 10 great accessories for the RV owner. But what I'm doing differently this week is I am actually asking some of my fellow RVers that are on YouTube to help me out with this video and share what their favorite accessory is. Now make sure you stay all the way to the end of this video so you can find out what my favorite accessory is. It's going to be good for both the RVer and the non-RVer. All right, let's jump right into this week's video with Jerry from the Happy Place Diaries. Jerry, go ahead and take it away.
Hey friends, that number one, if I had to get rid of everything else in the trailer, the number one thing that I would absolutely have to have that we bought for this trailer is our Honeywell electric heater. I love my Honeywell electric heater. It keeps us warm. We get into camp, turn it on, it heats up the trailer real quick, saves us on propane, and it's just a gem. It's got the tip over feature that it'll turn off if it tips over. We love our little Honeywell heater.
Hello, this is William Hulse from the Camper Life channel. And I appreciate Patrick and Patty from Travels with Delaney allowing us to do this. But the most important RV essential item for me is my composting toilet that you see right here. I like it because it gives us a lot more flexibility once we want to get into boondocking to be able to stay out longer, not have to worry about our tanks filling up as fast, because by having this I was also able to combine our gray and black tank, which give us more gray water storage. So that was another added benefit from installing this. But the main benefit to it is I do not have to deal with the black tank anymore. So the thing, we would have to drain the black tank probably about every 3 to 4 days, depending on, how much we were staying in it before we went full time. Now being full time, it would have to be fairly frequently. And honestly, since we've been full time, we have not had sewer hookups. So we've been like 3 or 4 months without any sewer hookups. And there are, well, a little over 2 months now without any sewer hookups. Sorry, get my time frames right here. So that right there was a huge saver for us on that, and being able to combine that gray water. That way we don't have to pull out and drive around as much to dump. But we definitely love it. And anybody who is interested in a composting toilet, so this is the Nature's Head composting toilet. It is great. We have to drain out we have to remove the compost about every 3 to 4 weeks, which is a whole lot better than every day of the black tank. But we also did order the extra bucket, and I would highly advise that, and you can kind of see the extra bucket right there. But I would highly advise that to anybody who is looking at getting a composting toilet, because you will have to empty out the pee bucket, roughly at least once a day. You might get through 2 days with it, depending, how much you're using it, but definitely at least once every other day. And it's nice to have that extra bucket, because if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you got to empty out that bucket, you'd rather just have one to switch into, and you can throw that one to the side and drain it the next morning. You don't want to go running around the woods or trying to find somewhere to dump it at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. But again, for me, it is all about the composting toilet. I love it. It has made RVing so much easier, so much better for us. So, I really enjoy it. But this was the one thing I wanted to share out as a true RV essential, and something that has just made RVing a whole lot better for us. I highly, highly advise anybody who is thinking about it to get one. So that is my RV essential.
Hi, I'm Crystal.
And I'm Bo.
And this is Bentley.
And this is Bella.
And we are Crossroads Bandit. We are going to go over today with you, share with you what our favorite camping item is.
So what it is the cooler insert. And that's exactly what it's called. It's not just a cooler insert. It's called cooler insert.
And we're not an affiliate with them. We make nothing off of
not at all
promoting them. We just use it, and we love it.
We love it, and I've referred people to it, and they love it, and they've bought multiple of them, and love it. So
yes,
it's it goes inside your cooler. I'll show you in a minute. Goes inside your cooler. You can fill it with water and put it in your freezer if you have enough space, or if you have a chest freezer, that's even better. Just put it in there and let it freeze. Fill it with water and freeze it. Put it in your cooler and pack everything around it. And it stays cold. If you're a weekend camper, it stays cold for the weekend. You won't have to buy ice unless you want ice for your drinks.
We're traveling full time right now, and we're probably getting ice once a week for it. So it's pretty awesome. It's our favorite camping gadget. So,
yeah. So
all right,
why don't we show you?
Yes, we'll show you.
Ready? So here's the cooler insert. It's L-shaped, so I don't know if you can see it. We'll move a couple things out of the way. It goes down and across. This part here, what we did originally, fill it with water, put it in the freezer, freeze it. And now, right now, it's ice cold water because we haven't gotten ice since we've been here. We've been in, where are we?
Arkansas.
Arkansas for a week, and we haven't, it's still ice cold. Everything in here is cold. So what you do is empty this, fill it with ice, add water to bring it up to the top, screw it on, put everything in there. Even if your soda or beer or wine, whatever you're putting in here is warm, it will get it cold. Air circulates around this item. The cold air circulates around it and gets everything cold. But it doesn't get it all wet, like what you would, you know, melting ice would do to you.
So you can put produce in it and it won't get all soggy.
In here, it won't get all soggy on you, exactly.
So no more frozen hands in ice.
No more ice, no more soggy bags of whatever you thought you put in there. Cold cuts, you don't have to worry about them getting all soggy. Coolerinsert.com is where you can find those. If you buy more than one, they're a little bit cheaper per item, but it's the only place you can get them. We haven't seen them on Amazon or anything, so coolerinsert.com. And no affiliation, like we said earlier. We just love the thing, and we like it and want everybody to be able to have not wet food.
Hi, I'm Pat from Everything RV by Pat, and this is my little guy, Max. Say hi, Max. Thank you to the Delaneys for allowing me to be a part of this. One RV essential that I absolutely have to have because I hook up using a gooseneck trailer is this step that goes over the edge of the tire. I'll show you how it works. This is the power-built 300-pound capacity over the tire service step. It works on front or rear tires up to 13 inches deep and allows you to step up and reach into your truck. So here it is. I kept the cardboard on there to protect the tires. These came in the packing, but I just thought that it would just be fine if we leave it on there. It just hangs right over the edge of the tire, and I can step on it and get into the truck easily for hitching and for reaching in and connecting. This is very important when you're connecting a fifth wheel or, in my case, a gooseneck trailer.
Hey, how is everyone? Lou from RV Habit, and if you follow my YouTube channel or my website, you know that my entire site is dedicated to upgrades, modifications, and gadgets for your RV. But the number one thing I must always have with me is a basic toolkit. No one likes to be out camping and something breaks and you cannot fix it. You need something basic. This one I got on either Harbor Freight or Amazon, I don't even remember, but it's very basic, very inexpensive, and it just includes some, some screwdrivers, some Allen wrenches, pliers, wire cutters, wrenches, and a small socket set, and some vice grips and some other things. And to go with that, a multimeter. They're invaluable for diagnosing RV electronic problems, and they're very cheap. This one I believe is from Innova, and it was under $20. And always carry some extra parts because you'll never know what you need. So I carry an assortment of screws, hose clamps, fuses, some batteries, wire nuts, plumbing fittings, plumbing tape, black electrical tape, anything to get you back out on the road and not ruin your trip. And that is my number one thing to have. If you're enjoying this video, we'd sure appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. And also make sure you check out all these great channels that are helping us out with this video today. Now on to accessory number 6.
Hey everybody, we're Ed and Nancy Ferguson, and this is Herky, and our channel is Hangin with Herky, and we love to road trip in our little camper.
We're going to take a second and show you our favorite gadget that we have in our RV. It just happens to keep Herky safe. Having traveled for a little while in our tiny camper, one of our big concerns was our safety for our dog. We were worried that he would get too hot or too cold in the camper, or that we'd lose electricity and we would lose our dog. So after some research, I found this really affordable, nifty device. It's called a Motorola cellular multi-sensor, and I bought it on Amazon for $99. And it's been really good. Let me show you what it does. This is the unit itself. It plugs into a 110 volt outlet inside the camper. The bottom portion actually is a battery for the sensor itself, and then it plugs right into the sensor. So you can plug this into your computer, or you can plug it into the battery, or you can plug it into 120 volts. Just so happens that the battery life on this device is 48 hours. So if you were to lose power, it's still going to keep going for another 48 hours, and you'll be able to get help if needed. The nice thing about this device is it will give you a text alert. We actually have it set up on 2 phones, where it'll give a text alert to Nancy or myself via our cell. It uses AT&T cell phone service, and we pay a subscription of $5 a month. I think it's very affordable. This is the app that comes with the device that you can see on your cell phone. We just happen to use an iPhone, but I know it's compatible with Android also. From here you can see that our temperature currently in our camper is 74 degrees. It also has a moisture sensor and a humidity sensor. So it's 74 degrees and 33% humidity. Here is to tell you what the status of the power is, and it can tell you if it's running on battery or if you've lost power. So this is our little nifty device. It gives us a lot of peace of mind when we're traveling with Herky, knowing that he's safe in the camper when we're away. I just want to say thanks for this opportunity, and join us on Hangin with Herky if you get a chance.
Hi, I'm Dina and this is Dwayne, and we are the best of us. Long story short, we are weekend warriors and we just love to travel.
And we've been invited to be a part of a collaboration along with Travels with Delaney as to one of our best accessories that we've come across. For us, I think that's easy. Sometime back we went camping, thought that there was going to be a water hookup. We didn't put any water in our tank. And when we got our slides out, electric hookup, then we realized we didn't have water. The closest spigot was a good distance from our camper.
50 feet, I think.
I think so. And so we ended up taking 1-gallon jugs and beginning the process of walking back and forth to fill our 40-gallon tank. There were a couple of campers across from us. I think good friends. They had camped together quite a bit, had a lot of experience, kind of chuckling at us, enjoying us in our process. Finally came over and offered us to use their Water Bandit.
That one will really stick on there.
If you put that collar on it, it works phenomenal.
Yeah, but see, if I do this and just have copper,
where'd you
piece
get that
of copper
at?
Wire,
Amazon.
They sell those in the store.
Oh yeah.
They say fit.
They're water thieves, water bandits.
And the Water Bandit is something you can pick up at a pretty reasonable price. It just
I got it at Amazon.
Yes,
actually.
and so you
$5
get it online,
like $5.70.
and or any RV store. I think a lot of those carry it as well. And something that we hooked up to our hose, and in just no time, and all our tanks were full. They, like all RVers, were very helpful. But we did allow them to have a good laugh that afternoon.
Oh, they laughed at us plenty. So.
Yes.
And I have it on video, which I'm going to show.
Yes, of course.
So anyway, thank you so much for the opportunity of collaborating here. And thank you for our subscribers who just recently helped us obtain our first milestone.
Yes,
we really appreciate
thank you.
that. And if you would like to see more of our videos and some of our travels, please subscribe. We would really appreciate it. And it's just fun to be in this RV community.
Absolutely. So we hope you enjoy the best of Us The Floros that helps make the best of your days as you travel.
Bye.
Bye now.
You don't trust us, huh?
Give me a little while. I trust you now.
Hey guys, I'm Angie.
And I'm Lou.
We're Eat, Sleep, RV Repeat. And today we want to share an RV gadget that we think is great for Christmas present. Especially if it's for somebody new to RV, but even somebody that's an old-timer.
Absolutely. So when we were deciding what our, selecting an RV, I did a lot of research, and one of the things that I decided after talking to a couple RV inspectors and doing some research that I needed was a moisture meter. This one is a General. It's that's the brand, and it's very simple to use. It's got a low, mid, and high, and it's got these metal prongs on the top, and you basically turn it on. You press the prongs against the wall, and it gives you a reading. It'll tell you low, middle, or high. It also gives you a percentage in here, and depending on the area that you live in, that percentage is less or more applicable. We live in South Florida, so we have high humidity. So a good reading for us is between 11 and 15%. And again, since you have the low, mid, and high, it also gives you green, yellow, and red. And that basically tells you, is there too much moisture in that wall? It's for wood. It has a setting for wood, and it has a setting for building. So anything else that's not wood, you would set it to building. And it's actually very affordable. It's anywhere on between, like, I would say $50 and $30, depending how many bells and whistles you want on it. And this is not only something you can use when you buy a new RV, but after you've had your RV for a while, if you're going to check the interior walls, see if you suspect if there's any moisture, any water leak, this can tell you, give you a good idea if there's anything behind that wall that you can't see.
Definitely a lifesaver for water damage. So a big recommendation from us.
Absolutely.
We hope you enjoy it.
Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Randy from Randy's Adventures. One of my very favorite RV accessories keeps me warm while I winter camp in Minnesota in the snow and frigid cold. This is a milk house heater, and it is what we've used to keep us warm while winter camping in our Little Guy Max trailer. We used it all last winter and it worked so well. We're going to be using it again this winter. This heater gives off a lot of heat and it warms up our RV real quickly. At night, we simply set the fan to either low, medium, or high, depending on how cold it is outside, and then set our temperature. And what's nice about this heater is that when it is cooled off in the RV, the heater will pop back on. And then once it has reached a certain temperature, the heater will then turn off. So it is just kind of a set it and forget it, and that's really nice. This is an affordable heater, and we paid less than $30 for it on Amazon. We use it whenever we have electric hookups so that we can save on propane. And I think with all the winter camping that we did last year, we probably saved a lot of money. This heater has been ideal for us to do winter camping in Minnesota, and we really love it.
Those have all been some really great accessories, and I'm looking forward to purchasing some of them myself. So now is my new accessory that I absolutely love that's good for both the RVer and the non-RVer. Recently I purchased my Toyota Tacoma pickup truck, and unfortunately the one I purchased did not have heated seats. Now I really like heated seats for a couple reasons. Number one, here in Northeast Indiana in the winter, it's really nice to be able to add some heat when you jump into a very cold vehicle. But even in the summer when we're traveling with our RV, I love the option of heated seats, just so as we're on those really long drive days, sometimes it's nice for a sore back to have a little heat on it. So I ended up purchasing the cheaper route as opposed to having factory installed heated seats putting in. And what I ended up ordering was a heated seat pad. Now I love this. It's made by a company called Big Ant, and you can find that product down below in my description for this video to our Amazon store. What I love about it is, number one, it fits really well on my seat. It's made out of a leatherette type product, so it's going to clean up really nice as well. But it installed really quickly. It has some basically like straps that are of a bungee material, so you can tighten it up, have a good grip on your seat, and it holds in place. Now, it's 12 volt, and it also is 24 volt for larger trucks, and it comes with an adapter, so you could use it inside on, say, like a desk chair or something, and you could plug it right into the wall. And it has 3 heat settings, so you can, once you turn it on, you could have it on high heat, medium heat, or low heat. Now, those buttons are located right along the right-hand side of the seat, so it's real easy to adjust while you're driving down the road. I don't even have to really look at it. I can just find the button and make the adjustment if it's a little too warm or a little too cold. So again, that's the Big Ant seat cover for a heated seat in your vehicle or in your house. Absolutely love it. Make sure you check it out. There you have it. 10 really great accessories for an RV or for an RV owner. Now, if you still didn't find what you was looking for, I'm going to go ahead and link a couple more videos at the end of this one for you of other guides we have given on RV accessories and gift ideas. Thank you again to all my friends who helped me out with this video. Make sure you check out their channels, subscribe, and until next time, everybody, we'll see you on down the road. Good night. A special thank you to our friend and Patreon, Bob Smith, for making this episode possible.